how you can engage with Proteus and how you can understand more about our Proteus platform. You could contact us through website, or maybe if you are if you are a customer and speaking to our client leaders around the world, you could ring back at them. So how we do it, it's my personal task to make sure that I deliver Proteus across to you. So we have a 40-minute session where we could sit with you and define the use case frameworks probably you may have or you may not have, and you wanted to understand more about it. So it's an introductory session where you could come in and check out what are the value props which you can derive out of it. And then comes a 3-hour session post that, which you can pick up your supply chain leaders and or maybe techno-functional guys, technology guys from your CIOs and CTO and CDO teams and your innovation teams, which can participate in it. And that's a superb experience which you're going to get, because within that 3 hours you will get to know the true value prop. You will be getting hands-on into whatever is the configuration which we can show, and it's more like a deep dive workshop where you get to know exactly, and we'll show you and we'll demo you how you can configure your first app in multi-party, whether it's a procurement app, whether it's a battery passport, or maybe sustainability app, or import digitalization, export digitalization, forfeiting for a bank, trade finance or supply chain finance. We could show you how you're going to build that app within the framework in real demos and with our experts. So that 3-hour workshop we normally run with lot of large enterprises. So you could request that to our sales guys, or you could request that through our website. You could see the website link below. You can click on that and make a request across to us. And post that 3-hour workshop, you will get a comprehensive understanding of how we differentiate with your enterprise framework, how you can collaborate with your external parties. And post that, you think of what is the most critical use case which you wanted a solution on, which is the problem statement which is the highest in your mind, so that you can pick it up and then say that, hey, can we actually do it? Can we bring together and can we configure this to make sure that that problem statement is resolved? And we could then take you through a 2-day kind of a workshop, which we run with a lot of guys around the world, which takes you for a deep dive and how you can configure it yourself. And we train you in terms of your skill sets, in terms of how you can configure that into the platform. And we are promising from a build versus buy a 6 weeks deployment of any complexity of any apps in supply chain, compliance, bank related like trade finance or supply chain finance, areas, which we can work together on. So the restrictions, are minimal when you take this path in terms of engaging with Proteus. And we wanted to deliver our technology to you as a no obligation kind of technology. Once you see there is value, within that process, which we will go through this 40-minute, 3-hour, and possibly you will come to a selection in terms of, and you will be able to differentiate. And we have seen most of our customers doing it after our 2 hours, after our 40-minute and 3-hour session. In understanding, they suddenly gets, the bells start ringing in terms of, which use cases which they need to use and which use case they need to jumpstart in terms of using Proteus. And in integration to SAPs or Oracles or anything within their enterprises, and bringing together their multi-party and starting the collaborative framework for building better cost efficiencies. And I don't know, the amount of cost savings, you will be able to see in less than 6 months. So the ROI, which you're going to get is less than 6 months, in terms of your process. We'll be able to define that ROI with you so that your cost reductions happen and you can become a cost leader in executing those transactions with the external world. So look at the URL below, click on the URL, and you can reach us. And I personally will make sure that, I'm present to run you through, a deep dive in terms of Proteus, so that you get a, extremely good understanding, so that you can decide whether you need to go ahead with us or not. Thank you.